If a man can enter your home without a sound and leave without a trace, but you only noticed when your cat makes noise, then tell me this. Was it really the first night he was there? Or the last? I was 4, maybe 5 years old when my parents split. It's strange. I can barely remember the fights, the shouting. I remember the apartment. My mum moved us into like it's branded into my memory. 2 bedrooms, ground floor, 1 hallway that ran straight like a spine. Bedrooms at each end like twin eyes, always watching each other. My room was across from hers, but I never slept there. Even as a kid, I felt things. The kind of stillness that isn't peace but pressure. Like something unseen was breathing just behind the walls. So I slept in her bed most nights, curled next to her, trying to let her heartbeat drown out whatever else I was hearing. It was summer. No air conditioning. Just that thick, soupy kind of heat that doesn't cool down after dark. Mum kept the window open behind the headboard. A screen separated us from the outside world. Just a thin screen. At night, I'd stare at the ceiling, feeling the warm breeze across my face. I never questioned the window. Not until later. That night, I woke up without reason. No noise, no nightmare. Just awake. And when I sat up, I saw Nico, our cat. He wasn't on the bed. He was sitting perfectly still in the doorway, just at the edge of the light that spilled from the hallway nightlight, staring. That wasn't like him. He always slept by our feet. Always. He looked at me for a while, then turned and walked into my bedroom, before disappearing into the dark. He paused, looked back, and let out a soft, but it didn't sound curious. No, it sounded wrong, like a warning, like don't follow me. I turned to my mom to wake her. She stirred, groggy, blinking, whispering, "What's wrong, baby?" And then we both looked up. There was a man in the doorway, just standing there, coming out of my bedroom. He was tall, thin, a silhouette, outlined by the hallway light, moving silently, like he knew every creak in the floor. Even now, I can't remember his face, just the shape, the silence, the way he moved like he'd been watching us, waiting. I didn't scream. I couldn't. But my mother, she reacted like something ancient had taken over. In one movement, she grabbed me and threw me out of the open window behind the bed. Glass shattered behind me. I hit the grass outside, knees scraping the dirt. Seconds later, she followed. I remember her landing next to me, her arms scooping me up, screaming so hard her voice cracked, screaming into the night as lights in nearby apartments flicked on. The police came. They searched the apartment. No broken locks, no fingerprints, no pry marks. Just the front door slightly ajar, like it had been opened slowly, gently, as if to not wake us. Mum insisted she'd locked it, the chain, the bolt, everything. But there was no sign of entry, only absence. It was like He had always been inside. For days, neither of us slept. Every creak made my mum flinch. She kept a kitchen knife under her pillow. I stopped talking. The hallway stayed dark. I refused to look into my bedroom. And Nico. He never went near the hallway again. Pa. He stared at corners, hissed at the air, as if he still saw something we couldn't. A week later, my mother was cleaning the kitchen, trying to reclaim some normal. She opened the small water heater closet, the one that never quite closed, and saw something tucked behind the tank. A notebook. Inside were drawings of faces. My mum's face, my face, over and over again, with eyes scratched out. Next to it was a pair of black gloves, a soda bottle, a crushed candy wrapper. The bottle was still cold. The police returned. More questions, more speculation. They said the man had probably hidden there before we went to bed, slipped in through the front door before she locked it, hiding somewhere quiet, like the water heater closet, waiting. He might have watched us for hours, might have heard every word we spoke, might have watched me sleep. They couldn't say how long he was there, but the worst part, they couldn't say when he left. We moved the next month. Different city, higher floor, new locks. Mum never opened windows again, ever. She aged fast after that. Hair thinner, eyes always scanning. She never let me out of her sight until I was nearly a teenager. And me. I never slept with my door open again. Even now, I check behind every door. I watch my cat for signs, because animals know. They always know. Sometimes I dream I'm back in that bed, warm summer air, brushing my face, and I see Nico in the doorway, and I already know what's coming. Because the scariest thing isn't the man in the doorway. It's realizing how he's already there before I ever notice.